what Mr. Duran, my eighth grade English teacher, did in his class. I would switch it up so maybe we're learning about personal development topics as opposed to English topics. But he just totally reimagined learning. And you mentioned book, and the book that comes to my mind that triggered in me any desire to read. It was probably the only book I read in high school or middle school. I was in middle school at the time because I just spark noted all the rest. The only book I read front to back was Animal Farm, and there was social studies lesson in there, there was history lesson in there, there was a ton of English lessons from the way that George Orwell wrote the book. But ultimately, the lesson that I took away was a personal one, which was I enjoy learning when I am moved emotionally, when I am touched by certain characters' stories, when I can have some fun while being taught. And that's what Mr. Duran showed me. So if I were to create my own class, which hopefully I will, it would be teaching concepts in personal development. So positivity, communication, creativity, storytelling, finding out some unique and creative and fun way to do it through parables, through movies, through songs. Mr. Duran did all this stuff, by the way. Uh, and I would ultimately share lessons in that way, just like he did. So I love that question so much because it's truly part of my plan. I want to teach, and I want to teach in this way because it triggered something in me that I remember made me want to learn, as opposed to every other class. Even after that, even ninth to 12th grade, I only had a couple of teachers who I remember did something even remotely similar, whereas his class was the one that I wanted to come back to again and again and again. I want people to come back to me again and again and again because there is an element of entertainment involved in the learning and self betterment.